batter, Philippe Sierre. Left field, 9th batter, Riley Van Den Broek. And now the rest of the team. Now for Team Italy, the manager and the coaching staff, please. First batter is Carlo Giovanni Perlotto, pitcher. Second batter is Alessandro Miglieke Bachieres. Third batter is Leonardo Peracino. Fourth batter is Gabriela Pucci. Fifth batter is Flavio Casaria, left field. Seventh batter is Mattia Campanini, first base. Seventh batter is Sidonelli, catcher. Eighth batter is Eduardo Angioni, shortstop. Ninth batter is Marco Giusti, center field. And now the rest of the team, please. The umpires for this games will be Brandon Pertel from Germany and Arvidas Birbalas from Lithuania. The scorers are Amandine, Pauline, and Aurélie from France. Now, please stand them for the national anthems.
Hello everyone and welcome back here in Valenciennes. First day of the playoff. I'm Ilan Coupe and I'm not alone. I'm with Will, my partner for all these games. Hello Will.
How you doing? Ready for another action-packed game here between Italy and the Netherlands.
Yes, such a good game we have here today between two of the best team we have in the tournament here.
Yes, exactly. We got two of the strongest teams in the tournament. Some exciting players today in both lineups. Italy with a really impressive win yesterday over Germany.
Yep.
And it was the Dutch team that went down yesterday in a hard-fought battle against the very impressive Czech team. But this one is action-packed. We got obviously some great players from Italy, great players from the Dutch, including the home run king of the tournament himself, Javier Chance. See if he can add to his home run total today.
You're right, Will.
Yes, but we had some exciting fireworks in the first game today as Austria won 11-8 against Great Britain in a great matchup that saw Great Britain up 7-6 late in the game. But Austria was able to come back and win in the second game of the day. France took a big win over Lithuania, and I believe that one was 19-0.
Yeah, it's already his third playoff game for the day.
Yes, as we're ready for the first pitch here on the mound for Team Italy, Carlo Giovanni. And the first battle coming up for the Netherlands will be Marcelo Montenegro. As the first
Here we
pitch
go, Will.
is underway. In there for strike one.
The fans get crazy here. We have a battle also.
That ball
in the
misses well.
ground.
Yeah, I feel like every country here is represented and brought energy, but obviously Italy and the Netherlands, two of the strongest fan bases we have here, and the loudest, that is for sure. And that's driven past the shortstop by Marcelo Montenegro for a leadoff single. Very nice line drive into left field. As number 22 comes up, Ishiro Zanblitz.
At the bat now, Diaziro Zanvliet.
Yes.
I apologize again if we so bad at the names.
As that misses high for ball one. Again, Italy 3 wins, 0 losses in this tournament. And the Netherlands 2 wins and their first loss coming yesterday. Yes, this Italian team was able to have a very, very impressive win versus Team Germany yesterday. A very strong German lineup. Take that for another ball. 3-0. And again, not going to want to walk him and put him on base with Javier Chance coming up to bat, as every single day of this tournament he has hit homers. He hit multiple homers. Yesterday just one, but so again,
Will,
6 home runs on this tournament, as that will go in for a strike.
what kind of game do you wait? How about this one?
Again, another strong Dutch lineup. I'm expecting some big hits today, some big flies. The Italian team, just from 1 to 9, consistently hits the ball around the field, as that'll go ball 4. Putting a man on first and second with the big hitting
Look who's coming
Javier
back.
Chance. There he is, the home run king himself, striking fear into every pitcher in this tournament.
Everyone know these guys are danger
Yes.
for the opponents.
Well, he started out yesterday's game with a 3-run home run. Let's see if he can do it again as he steps in. You have to pitch him very smartly here. As the first pitch fastball will be in there for strike one. From the hard-throwing Carlo Giovanni. It's another fastball and gets it by him to be 0-2.
We have a good pitcher here.
Yes, he's very hard throwing. Got some good stuff. So he'll step back in. And another fastball has him looking for strike 3 on Javier Chance. Something we haven't seen often in this tournament, but a strikeout for Javier.
The first time I saw this guy been out.
As we have Rojendrik Felicia, number 16, coming up to bats. 1 out, first and second, as he swings with that high fastball. Yeah, what I can say with that at bat with Javier Chance, maybe on strike, when he has 2 strikes against him, maybe he wasn't looking fastball. He was looking off speed and challenged him with another fastball. It was on the outside corner for strike 3. As that'll miss just low. Great frame job, though, by the catcher there from Italy, Serse Benelli. Again, framing, a very important part of this game. Able to make the ball look like a strike to the umpire. Maybe even make some balls look like strikes. and steal some as they check swing. They'll check him, and he said he went, and that'll be strike 2. And a fastball on the outside corner will get him again. 2 strikeouts in a row for Carlo Giovanni. After starting out tough with 0 out and runners on first and second, now he's struck out the last 2 batters. As number 14, Ryan Dix, the catcher, comes up to hit here. Misses high. Carlo Giovanni relying on his fastball early in this game, and it seems to be working for him. Great spot, but just missing. That'll be 2 balls, no strikes.
We have an interesting game here between 2 teams at same level.
And that'll miss for ball 3.
We say it again, but this game is a playoff final, so it's such an important game for both teams.
Yes, coming out. Their best players in the lineup, big guns on the mound. Again, it's going to make for some exciting baseball. As the 3-0 pitch comes in, and he swings for a foul ball. Now looks like it'll also miss low for ball 4.
Bases are loaded now, Will.
Yes, bases loaded, 2 outs for Yel Zwiver coming up to bat, the center fielder, number 9. So the Dutch looking for a hot start here. The bases loaded, 2 outs, and the Italians hoping to get out of this jam unscathed, giving up 0 runs. As he swings through, the first one for strike 1.
Perfect start for them because they already in the group stage won these 3 first games and could be a perfect journey before the finals.
Yes, exactly. 3 wins, 0 losses. Looked impressive this whole tournament. And obviously the Dutch team doesn't want to go down being 2 wins, 2 losses in this tournament. The 1-1 pitch comes in. And again, looks like it's just missing low. Very, very close on some of these pitches, but they are just missing low, which you can see.
And Holland unfortunately lose against Czech Republic, even if they make a lot of damage to this team. It was an incredible start of the Czech Republic.
And that one will be in for a strike. 2-2 count. We have 2-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded in this first inning. And he will foul that one off. This will be a low to make this a full count. Oh, but the runner on first thinks it's a walk. Oh, but he'll get back. And the runner on third will take off and score. Okay. Unfortunate there for the Italian team. The runner on first, Ryan Dix, thought it was a walk, so he started going to second. And the catcher throws it to first and was not in time to get Dix, so the runner on third advances to home, scoring the first run of this ball game.
Seems the first base, of Italy didn't expect this.
Yeah. They hesitated a little too long. Could have thrown him, had him out on first base, as that'll be a ground ball. It gets by the first baseman. It gets by the right fielder, too. That'll at least score one. And yes, it will. All right, so now we have runners on first and third and make this a 2-0 ball game. Off of the bat, he yells, Weber. As number 4, the pitcher, Stan Booma, comes up to the plate.
Let us know in the chat if we have some trouble with the sound, because here the fans are crazy. We try to make our best.
And he swings at that one for strike one. And that one will just miss. As that one will be in for strike two. And popped up, and that'll be foul. Keep this at a 1-2 count. As Giovanni is ready, set, and makes the pitch. And that will get him for strike three. So the Dutch start out with a good inning, scoring 2 runs. And we'll go into the bottom of the first to see what this Italian lineup can do.
back here now. Italians at the bat. Number 10, Giovanni Peolo.
Yeah, starting out with a pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Stan Buma's on the mound. And Giovanni being the pitcher for Team Italy.
The Buma name as a pitcher too is good.
Yes, exactly. It's quite the baseball name as he drives out into center, and it's a good catch by the center fielder of the Netherlands, Jelle Swiebe. Good piece of hitting there, but the Dutch defense was in a good position to catch that line drive as number 22 comes up, Alessandro Midiel. As the first pitch is popped up for strike one, foul ball. As that'll be in there for strike two. That'll be fouled off there. So that's Alessandro Midiel Babadier up to bat. And he gets him on the high fastball for strike three. As that'll bring up the big hitting number 18, Leonardo Pecorino, who had a home run yesterday in their game. As he misses high on a curveball. A fastball fouled off to the left side. So 2 down, nobody outs. Not a normal thing for this Italian lineup. But Stan Buma is starting out hot here on the mound for the Dutch. As another off-speed pitch misses high. That's a fastball, a short, shallow fly ball that'll drop between the second baseman, right fielder, and center fielder.
Yeah, missing nothing, but there goes.
Again, he hit it in what we call no man's land sometimes, where it's a hard ball to get to. But that'll be a single for Leonardo Pecorino, as the big hitting third baseman, number 5, Gabriel Pucci, who hit also a homer yesterday off the big green net here in Valenciennes. He's stepping up. Another dangerous hitter in this lineup. And he takes one high for ball 1. The fastball missed low. I got to say, with Gabriel Pucci, I love it. You know, we have some players who are always smiling, having fun out there. He always seems as serious it can be. He's got what we call the game face throughout all 6 innings. Every time he's out there on the field, very serious player, determined player. He's fun to watch. So 2-0 pitch comes, and again, it's going to miss.
You can hear the Pucci boom
Yeah.
from the stands.
Yeah. As we have a 3-0 count coming to Gabriel Pucci. Wouldn't be surprised if it's in the zone, if he's swinging. It's the fans, yes, chanting the Pucci boom. And that'll, oh, okay.
Yesterday, Pucci made an home run, but unfortunately, it doesn't count.
Yes, he did hit a home run. Unfortunately, his teammate stopped early, and that's another thing, though he was called out, but we'll still count it as a home run here. Hard to explain that rule in there. It's a tough one. As 3-1 pitch comes in, and he swings that, and he'll get past the third baseman and down the left field line. And they will hold the runner on third, so they'll Pucci with a stand-up double. And runners will be on second and third now with 2 outs. A very nice piece of hitting by Gabriel Pucci on the 3-1 count. As Flavio Casioria comes up, the left fielder, number 13. So the Italians having a little 2-out rally here. Trying to tie this ball game off of one swing of the bats. Miss high for ball 1. As the off-speed pitch will miss, making that a 2-0 count. That'll be a fastball taken again for a ball. Rio count to Flavio Casioria. As that'll miss low. And that'll load the bases. For number 6, the first baseman, Mattia Campanini. As the Dutch coach will come out and call time in this crucial moment in the first inning we got here. This one, as we knew, would be action-packed, and that's exactly what we're getting here from the Dutch and the Italians. As the meeting is over and Mattia Campanini will step into the box now. As Buma is taking the sign and comes set, and here will come the pitch. And that'll miss for ball 1.
We have a tactic game here today. Very.
Yeah, I think this one is just gonna come down to every inning. Again, this will be kind of back and forth like this morning, Austria versus Great Britain. Just, maybe one. Here comes the pitch, and that'll be a strike. Yeah, we might see a couple lead changes in this game. Fighting back and forth. But in the end, yeah, I think this will come down like the first game of the day to the last inning. As we have a 1-1 count here. As that's a fastball that'll miss outside. Wow, the noise is absolutely amazing here from the fans. We're getting it from all angles, where we're really surrounded by the noise. If you can see a lot of fans behind home plates, now down the left field line.
We are just at the left on your screen.
Yes. A big 3-1 pitch coming up here from Stan Buma. Doesn't want to walk it a run. As that's a fastball that will also miss and be the first run scored for the Italians in this ballgame, making it 2-1. And we'll keep the bases loaded, 2 outs. As the catcher, Serse Benelli, who had a good game yesterday, a couple hits, very solid behind the plate, comes up to bat as he takes a deep breath and stepping in the box.
Serse Benelli is a good player. Can make good run. He's fast in the bases.
As he misses with a first pitch off speed. Buma just needs to settle down here, start throwing strikes, as he doesn't want to walk in another run. As that will be a strike to make it 1-1 count.
Forza Serse from the head coach of Italy.
Ooh, and swinging at the high fastball. We'll make it a 1-2 count, as he's obviously disappointed himself there, but only 2 strikes. He'll get his shot to step back in. Stan Buma winds up and makes the pitch here. And that'll be strike 3 to end the inning with the bases loaded. So it'll be a 2-1 ball game. Like we said, folks, this is going to be action-packed all game. Don't take your eyes off the screen, and we'll see you in the second inning.
We're back here in Valenciennes. And now, top of the second, we start at the bat with Philippe Zuri, number 13.
And both teams in the first inning making some strong pushes with runners on base, but not able to capitalize too much, so it'll keep it just a 2-1 ball game. As this is the number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Netherlands, and Carlo Giovanni is still on the mound for the Italian team. As that's popped up to the right side, foul and out of play. 1-2 count.
What do you think about the start of the game, Will?
You know, it's funny, both some high-powered lineups, and that's going to be a drive to right field, but unfortunately right to the right fielder.
In the glove.
Yeah, so we'll make a good play on it. The right fielder, Leonardo Piccinino, on that catch, but good contact by Philip Sui.
Now he's really on the brook.
As
On the bat.
yeah. Oh, go ahead, my partner. Say it.
Yeah, it's really on the brook, on the bat. Number 2. On third base of the Netherlands.
That's fouled off to the right side. As I was saying before, it's just interesting. I mean, obviously high-powered lineups, but we've seen some good defense, good pitching early in this game where it being a 2-1 ball game, it's almost surprising as we've had the games kind of start out in this tournament with so many runs scored. So this is more starting out as a low-scoring battle as he fouls that one off to the right side as well. Oh, no, that'll get down to the fair ball, and he'll run to second. And he'll be in there with a stand-up double. Even he was a little confused, thought it was going foul.
That's a good double at the end.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sitting at a little bit of an angle. It's tough to see, but that one will get down on the right field line, and that'll be a double for Riley Van Den Broek. As the leadoff hitter will come up, Marcelo Montenegro. Strike one on Montenegro.
If you just join us now, previously we have 2 games. Austria won 11-8 against Great Britain, and the home team France won 19-0 against the Lithuanians. And we are here the 3rd game of the playoff between Netherlands and Italy. And we have a very close game here. Really good to see with 2 teams that can be top of this tournament.
Giovanni sets up, and here's the pitch. And it'll be swung on for strike 2. And that'll miss low, make that a 2-2 count. That'll be fouled and chopped high over the third baseman's head to the left fielder. And they're going to hold Van Den Broek on third base, so that'll be a single for Marcelo Montenegro. Make it first and third, 1 out. As number 22, the second baseman, 22, the second baseman, Dishero Zenvliet comes up to hit. As Italy will put the first and third play on.
It's incredible, Will, how many times this team go on the base.
Exactly. We knew the firepower this Dutch team has in their bats. And we saw it a little bit in the first inning. Just weren't able to capitalize quite enough on hitting the runs in, but we knew at some point they're going to hit a boom. And that's what it seems like they're doing now. As that's going to be grounded to the second baseman. He flips to second base for one, and they won't get the runner at first, and so the runner will score. So that will make this a 3-1 ball game. As Dicheros and Blitz grounds to second base, get the out at second, but too late for the out at first. So now Javier Chance stepping up with 2 outs, runner on first. As we saw a very uncharacteristic strikeout looking his last at bats, but still very strong hitter as he fires. Oh, wow. A very hard hit ball down to third base, but Gabriel Pucci makes a great play catching the line drive, as that'll end the inning now, making Javier Chance surprisingly 0 for 2 on the day, as we got 3-1 going in to the bottom of the second.
We're back here in Valenciennes, bottom of the second.
Number 16, Eduardo Angioni will come up to hit.
First time.
As Buma starts that off with a strike one. Well, this has been a fun day of baseball so far. As our first game today. Excuse me while someone gives me something here.
Oh yeah, that's your accreditation.
All right. Yes, our first game of the day, Austria versus Great Britain, was a very well-balanced matchup and made for an exciting baseball game, and you can feel the same in this matchup. Italy and the Dutch very well matched, as that'll be grounded softly to the first baseman. He'll step on the base for out number 1. As the number 9 hitter, Marco Guisti, the center fielder, as I've nicknamed him in this tournament, the Flying Italian, as he made the catch of the tournament, diving over the fence to rob a home run. It's one of the big highlights of the tournament. And as my colleague Andrew, who was here the first 2 days, said it might have been one of the best catches he's ever seen in his life, as he steps into the plate. And he's ready to hit.
Against Great Britain, no?
Against Great Britain, yes. One of the strong hitters we saw from Great Britain, as that's fouled off. Hugo Esperanto, yes, hit one to center field that would have been over, but Marco Guisti diving over the fence to catch it to rob the home run. So yes, the Flying Italian stepping up to the plates. As again, it's surprising the first time through this Italian lineup, scoring only 1 run, which is not like them. But Stan Buma has pitched a good match. That's high fly ball to center field. That will be caught by the center fielder, Jels Weber. Good power from the 9 hitter, Guisti, but not quite enough, as Weber makes a good catch on it. As number 10, the pitcher and the leadoff hitter, Carlo Giovanni, will come up to hit.
great defense here by the Dutch. Really good plays, good defense.
Yes, the Dutch yesterday starting off hot against the Czech, but then had a tough time. The Czech team was able to hit the ball all over the field, paired with some defensive mistakes. But so far, the Dutch playing a great defensive game against the Italian team. As that's going to be down the third base line from Giovanni, and that'll be a stand-up double for the pitcher. A 2-out double. And excuse me, I just noticed it's Carlo Giovanni Pezzulo. I was missing the last name for the...
Yes. The most important one.
Yes, but a good 2-out double as Alessandro Mediel Babiera will come up to bat. The second baseman for the Italian team. As that'll be strike one down the middle. Just missing on the inside corner there, make it 1-1.
They've been out, strike out in the last inning too. Team is Benelli too.
Curveball fools him in for strike two. One-two count, 2 outs. Stan Buma looking to hold the Italians scoreless in the second inning. Comes with a fastball that's going to be fouled off.
Will, can you tell me what Italy need to come back in this game?
Well, it's still early. Only a 3-1 ball game. They shouldn't get too down on their confidence. Again, this is normal baseball now. We've seen a lot of blowouts, a lot of 10-run rules. Again, it's only the second inning. Just play baseball. Don't stress too much. Just keep playing your game and you'll be all right. There's no reason to panic. And that's going to just miss for ball two. So just relax and play ball. Again, it's early. Still got plenty of baseball left to be played.
Still a lot of time to play, but now the sky is blue and very hot here in Valenciennes. The sun is shining.
See, that will go to Javier Chance, but he'll stumble as he takes the ground ball, so all runners will be safe. That'll be a single for Babiera. And advance the runner to third base as the big hitting number 18 right fielder Leonardo Peracino will come up and trying to chip away at this small Dutch lead. Again, number 18 Peracino having a home run in yesterday's game. Dangerous hitter, and obviously on deck, the dangerous Gabriel Pucci as well. Buma ready to pitch here in this crucial moment. Facing the third hitter, 2 outs. As that's going to be a hit down the first baseline, but just foul. Pedicino and Boomer are set. An 0-1 count, 2 outs. And that'll be in for strike 2. The Italian team not agreeing with the call as they thought it might have been a little bit low and off the plates. But that'll make it an 0-2 count. And now Pedicino will have to battle a little bit in this at bat. And there comes, and it's popped up high to the first base side. And the first baseman, Riley Van Den Broek, will make the catch and hold the Italian scoreless in the bottom of the second to keep it a 3-1 ball game.
Back here, and now at the bat we have the Netherlands with number 16 Roderick Felicia. Oh, I think I'm not good with this one. It was difficult.
That's a good attempt, that's for sure. As Carlo Giovanni still on the mound for the Italian team. As that'll miss for ball 1, but again, what a match we have so far. Great defensive play, great pitching from both pitchers.
Yeah,
again, just both so much firepower in both these lineups to hold it to a 3-1 game. Both pitchers pitching well, really well. Carlo Giovanni of Italy and Stan Buma of the Dutch team. So that'll miss for ball 2. Popped up to the right side. Tough play for the right fielder, but he will make the catch. As the right fielder Leonardo Pedicino on the catch for Team Italy, as that'll be out number 1. Coming up to the plate, number 14, Ryan Dix of the Dutch team. Seemed very relaxed as between innings we had some music playing. He was dancing on deck. As we do have the Dancing Dutch, we have not called him that today. But we do know that they are the best dancing team at this tournament, that is for sure.
Maybe it's not the game to dance. This one is so
a little more serious, a little more locked in today.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure we'll see some Dancing Dutch at some point today as Ryan Dix steps back in.
For example, we saw Chance Javier in difficulty in this game. He's been strikeout on the first inning, for example. Since we don't so loud.
For Chance?
Yeah.
Yes, Chance surprisingly 0 for 2 this game with a strikeout, but a very nice hit line drive, his second at bat that was unfortunately going right to the glove of Gabriel Pucci. But the thing is his teammates, you know, sometimes it's baseball, you know, even your best hitters, you have days where sometimes you get a little unlucky. The Dutch lineup has really stepped up and be able to hit the ball around to take this lead against Team Italy. As that's a good swing by Ryan Dix that will go foul. Well, that's why these teams are so strong. They're not just one player. These both lineups are very stacked with a lot of talent. And again, it's fun baseball to watch. As he'll swing at that, but he called it foul. As it's a foul ball. As the Dutch coach almost thought that he didn't hit it, so it would have been a drop third strike, but it is called a foul ball, and we'll reset for the 2-2 count. As he hits that to the shortstop, long backhand, and he'll get there. Oh, and it's thrown past the first baseman, and Ryan Dix will advance to second base. So that'll put a runner on. There's the dancing Dutch from Ryan Dix.
Oh yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, very happy about that one, yes. As it was a tough play for shortstop, Eduardo Angioni, there we go. And he made the throw to first and was past the first baseman, so Ryan Dix advances to second base. As Jels Weaver, who has been playing center field very well this game, will step up to the bats. As he'll chop that high to the third baseman, and it'll be over the glove of Gabriel Pucci, and he'll get there in time. Again, another tough one there, a high chopping ball. Gabriel Pucci couldn't make it. As Angioni was just too late on the throw to first base there. As the pitcher, Stan Buma, who's pitching a great game against this Italian lineup, will step up with a man on first and second and one out. And first pitch swinging for strike one.
We don't have the camera on us, guys.
And that's a big shot from Stan Buma into the gap, and that'll hop over the fence for a ground rule double. So that'll score a run and add to this Dutch lead. A ball that was smoked to the left center gap.
Again with Ryan Dix. He balanced out.
Wow, the pitcher helping his own cause there with an RBI ground rule double. As the Italian coach will come out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, we will take a quick pause. The Italian team will make a pitching change, as it looks like they will put in Gabriel Pucci, the third baseman, number 5. Well, after the Dutch team was able to start out with a hot start yesterday against the Czech team, up 7-0 and losing that game, as the Czech team came back to win 18-8, they have started this game very well, playing good defensive ball and hitting the ball hard in the moments that they need.
Sorry, Will, to cut you. We want to thank you, all the viewers, because you are almost 500. There are 450 online with us, so we'd like you to thanks because we enjoy it, this game, and hope with us you enjoy it too.
Yes, we very much appreciate everyone watching and this interest in the 12U European Championship. European baseball is growing, and it is great to see these great young players in the future of European baseball is in very good hands.
Well, stay tuned with us, because as you know now, there are playoffs. Now it's playoffs games.
Yes, very serious. You can feel the tension. You can feel the seriousness of this game. And again, the great firepower of the Italian fans, the Dutch fans. But again, it's just been a great atmosphere overall in this tournament. I mean, I've talked to so many different parents and coaches from the different countries, and everybody is very kind and very supportive of each other. Again, it's been such just an overall great experience, and me coming from the U.S., not seeing European baseball that much. I've been lucky enough to play overseas baseball the last 5 or 6 years, but I haven't seen, a kids event like this, and to see this is so cool. And again, just seeing the future of European baseball and all the great friends and family and people that are in the stands. It's really a true one-of-a-kind experience, especially for someone like me from the U.S. And I very much love to see it.
How you see the increase of the gaming in Europe, Will? Because you're a globetrotter, you play in lots of countries in Europe.
Yeah, well, I mean, before I was playing in the USA, I had no idea there was even baseball in Europe. And then someone told me about it, and my first team I ever played for was in Germany. And I saw there was this whole other world to baseball I never knew about, and all over Europe and in places like Australia and New Zealand, and it was really incredible to see. And I'm so happy I've been able to experience this and now kind of feel part of the European baseball family. As Gabriel Pucci will throw a first pitch strike, but it gets away from the catcher. And that'll be another run for the Netherlands coming in as Jels Wiebe scores on the pass ball. That was not Pucci's fault, as the strike just bounced off the glove of the catcher Benelli. And that'll be 5-1 for the Netherlands. As Philip Soy up to bat. As we'll have a 1-1 count here. 1 out, runner on third. Team Netherlands with a good start. And we're in the top of the third here. And Gabriel Pucci, who just came into the game, has a good off-speed pitch. Gets him off balance for strike 2. Gonna miss low.
And Philippe Siu with the bat, number 13. Made a good flight ball at the last inning, but unfortunately catched by the right fielder.
This is gonna be another great off speed. They'll get him off balance, swinging for strike 3. As now we have 2 outs here, man on third. As number 2, the 9 hitter Riley Van Denbrock will come up to the plate, the first baseman. As another curveball will miss. Yeah, I had a funny moment with one of my buddies back in the U.S. who played Major League Baseball with the Miami Marlins. We were both home, so we were training together. He's a pitcher, I was a catcher, so we were doing some bullpens, and I was playing in Germany at the time, and he told me, "Oh, what you're doing is so cool, playing baseball in Germany. Here comes a pitch from Pucci, and that'll be a strike." And I was saying, my friend who plays baseball, the Major League Baseball, the highest level you can get, is telling me that what I'm doing is cool, playing in Germany. I just thought that was funny. I said, "You're a Major League Baseball player, and you're telling me what I'm doing is cool, playing in Europe?" So it's pretty incredible, and it really is. As a good curveball again, will be off the bat of Van Denbrock. But yeah, so even a Major League Baseball player thinks playing in Europe is a pretty cool opportunity, which it is. And again, it's great to see this taking place at this great event in Valenciennes, France, as it'll be a 1-2 count to Riley Van Denbrock. As a fastball almost gets by him, but it'll be fouled off to the right side.
Straight to the nets.
here comes the pitch, another curveball, but they'll lay off that one.
And yeah, Van der Broek is going to make a run, so he's good. Good hitter.
And with the pitch, strike three, getting him looking. So it'll be 5-1 Netherlands going into the bottom of the third. This lead, though, folks, with the Italian lineup, I don't think it's safe, so make sure you keep on watching, as anything could happen at any moment.
And back.
Number 5, the hard-hitting Gabriel Pucci will step up to lead off this bottom of the third inning as Stan. Yes, very strong player. Stan Bouma still on the mound, who's pitched a great game so far.
Good duel between the balls.
His first pitch curveball will be in the dirt for a ball. Pucci steps back in. That'll be a fastball. Strike.
Don't forget our final. We have the last game of the day, Czech Republic versus Germany.
Curveball in there for a ball. Yes, Czech Republic versus Germany, another firepower matchup as the Czech team hit the ball all over the field to make a great comeback against the Dutch team yesterday. And Germany with a tough loss to Italy yesterday. As that'll be a 3-1 count now to Gabriel Pucci.
I think one of the power of Italy is a roster. They have everything. Good
Yeah.
pitcher,
Yeah.
good catcher, good hitter. Everything good.
Yeah, as we said, they're very consistent from 1 to 9. One of the most consistent teams we've seen in this tournament. As the 3-1 pitch will come, and he'll pitch that right up the middle. It'll be Off the glove of Javier, chance at shortstop, which will get past center fielder now. So Gabriel Pucci will stop at second, and that'll be a leadoff double for Gabriel Pucci, as it was a hard hit ground ball just off the tip of the glove of Javier Chance at shortstop, which fortunately made the ball get past the center fielder there that advanced him to second base. We'll have number 13, Flavio Casoria, come up to the bat now, as the Italians trying to start a rally here, as their bats have been surprisingly quiet in this game for the first time of the tournament. Swing and a miss for strike one. That's a curveball now. Swung on a miss for strike two. To count man on second after the leadoff double by Gabriel Pucci. As Puma sets up, and we'll throw the 0-2 pitch. And that'll miss and get by the catcher, so that'll advance Pucci to third base.
Yeah, he's safe. Don't come more far away. At the bat, Pucci staying at third base.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Maybe we'll start to see the Italian bats start to wake up a little bit.
I think when we say Italy have a good roster because of everything, I think the only team who have this kind of roster is Czech Republic, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from any of the other teams, as that will be a ball. Yeah, the Czech and the Italian team, very consistent, very strong lineups. But, I mean, at the same time, we've seen a lot of good teams in this tournament, especially, I mean, with this Dutch team. I mean, that's a very strong, powerful lineup as well, as we've seen. And obviously a lot better defensive play from the Dutch team today. As that'll miss for a ball.
Netherlands still living in this game. Fire one, bottom of the tree.
Yeah, we saw a great start from yesterday, and then I think they just kind of lost confidence yesterday as the Czech team was hitting the ball well and they made a couple errors. But we've seen a completely different team today, as they seemed to not let it affect them from yesterday, and they're locked in today, playing a great ball game. As that's going to be fouled off the right side. But again, from every team in this league, we've seen some great games from now the Austrians.
Sure.
The French team has now came back, and they're 2-2 in the tournament. You know, it's been unfortunate for Lithuania. They've gotten overpowered just about in every game, but today they played a much better match, and we've seen flashes of great talent from those players.
I was saying this, yeah, even today,
yes,
they showed good skill on defense.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, again, every single
good
country.
Pitching, by the way,
Yes, yes.
Pitching.
As that'll be strike three to make it 1 out here. As number 6, Mattia Capanini will come up to the plate.
Pucci is in the third base, waiting to go put a run for Italy.
Yeah, I think baseball in Lithuania is probably something that I know it started in the 90s, but you know, I think popularity maybe hasn't. So I think, you know, the kids that are on this national team, and for you know, and that's a swing and a foul ball. For strike one, who I've heard that maybe they haven't played as long as maybe some of the other players who are playing in Italy, playing for the Dutch team. So, to be able to come in and compete and show, some skill, I think these players will have a bright future as they keep playing.
Yeah, also, if they are here at this level, at this competition,
yes,
that seems they are a good country, a good future. But yeah, also, like you say, Will, it's a country where also baseball is not the king.
Exactly.
We already know because Lithuania is one of the more famous teams.
Ooh,
in basketball, for example.
Yes.
But yeah, if the money is good, I'm pretty sure this team can grab some stuff in the future with baseball.
Exactly. Campanini wasn't able to hold his swing on that one, so it'll be an 0-2 count with one out. This will be two. This will be big back-to-back strikeouts if Buma can get it. As Pucci started off the inning, getting a double and advancing to third base, but they haven't been able to knock him in here yet. That's a curveball, a strike three on the inside corner for out number 2.
What the pitcher we have there.
Yes, wow, okay. Well, after the great start by Pucci, we thought they would maybe easily get him in to make this a 5-2 ball game, but that's proven to be difficult here as the catcher, Sersa Benelli, comes up to hit. And Buma trying to get out of this jam here with trying to leave Pucci stranded on third.
It's dangerous, Will, to try a bunt now.
2 outs, I would say swing away, I don't think you're going to, that's a great curveball, but I'm going to miss. You got to let him get away. Yeah, because a bunt will be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Let him swing away and try to get him in here. Buma winds up and pitches and misses for ball 2. That's a 2-0 curveball that'll miss for ball 3. 3-0 count to Benelli. Stan Buma trying to get out of this inning with another scoreless inning if he can. As there'll be time here. The Netherlands coach is trying to say there's 1 strike on him. He thinks it's 2-1 instead of 3-0, but it is 3-0.
Yeah, it's
and they will confirm that.
And here at the bat, number 14, Benelli Serse. Good.
Serse Benelli.
Yeah. I say Benelli Serse. Very diplomatic,
There you go. As a curveball will get in there for strike 1. As he pops that up to the pitcher, and Buma's going to get under, and that'll be out number 3. So Buma holds this Italian lineup to another scoreless inning, and Pucci, who started off the inning with a double and advanced to third early, is being stranded on third base. So it'll be 5-1 going into the 4th.
And we're back here.
Yes, we
Valenciennes, third game of the year for the day for the playoff. Netherlands versus Italy. The place to the final is here. But which team is going to take it?
as the leadoff, Marcelo Montenegro will swing through a curveball for strike one. Once again, great match so far. Stan Buma throwing a great game, holding the Italian team to only one run so far. The Netherlands powerful lineup has had some hits here and there as that one is grounded to the second baseman and will get under his glove. And that'll be a leadoff single for Montenegro. As the high energy, fun player to watch, Teixeira Zanblitz, will come up, the second baseman, number 22. Gave me a thumbs up before he stepped into the box here, so I'm expecting something good from him. As that'll get away from the catcher and advance Montenegro to second base. Squares around a bunt and will pull back for a ball. Once again, Gabriel Pucci pitching for Team Italy. Started the game at third base and came in relief for Carlo Giovanni Piello, who started the game. As the bunt is pulled back again. Sorry, Carlo Giovanni Pizzolo, who started the match for Team Italy. .30 pitch, and that'll be a strike. that'll be hit to the second baseman and gets under his glove again. So that'll be another error that will result in runners on first and third with 0 outs. And as always, the dangerous Javier Chance stepping up the plate 0 for 2 today. Strikeout in his first at bat, and then hit a very hard line drive to third base his second. And was caught by the third baseman, but a very good swing his second at bat. As the Italians make a defensive change, they'll move their second baseman to left field, and the left fielder will come in to play second base. So dangerous moment here for the Italians. 2 men on for Javier Chance. As the Italian catcher asking if they're going to put on a sign here for the first and third play, but looks like they will not.
On the game changer of Netherlands, Chance Javier at the bat versus Pucci. What
As I'll be taken for a ball.
what a game we have here. Such great players in the pitch.
Comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is going to be in the dirt for ball 2.
Do you think Italy have a tactic to control Chance Javier?
You know, you just got to pitch away from him, not give him much to hit, and hopefully he'll pop something up. Because if you throw something in the zone, it's always dangerous with him. As here comes the 2-0 pitch, curveball, or a changeup maybe, and that was swung through for strike 1. They've done a good job of keeping him off balance today, mixing in a lot of fastballs, a lot of curves and changeups. He hasn't really been able to sit and find his swing quite yet. Here will come the 2-1 pitch, comes back with off speed that will get him to swing through strike 2.
Yeah, they managed good to keep him away from scoring.
Yes, exactly. I think they've pitched him the smartest in this tournament so far.
But now,
As again, it's just kept him off balance today. As here come the 2-2 pitch. Another, looks like curveball that was down in the dirt.
also, the other teams now know him.
Well, exactly. I think everybody knows how dangerous of a hitter he is, so I don't think he'll be getting too many fastballs down the middle at this point. As full count, and another ball in the dirt will result in a walk, and the bases will be loaded with 0 outs. And number 16, Rajendrik Felicia will come up to hit the right fielder. So the Dutch have a chance really to kind of break this game open a little bit with 0 outs and bases loaded. That's a fastball in the dirt. We'll get away from him. And that'll score 1 as Montenegro will come in to score to make this a 6-1 ball game.
It's not the Netherlands we saw for the last day. It seems now like they're more tactical, they play small.
Yeah, they're playing their game today. You can see they're locked in. They have the game faces from the start. Again, yesterday, they seemed a little out of it, making more errors than we thought. That's a foul ball off to the right side. But no, today they're on top of their game. They're playing great defensive ball. Again, Buma is pitching a great match. You know, their lineup has stepped up and is making, you know, some.
You're right, it's Buma.
Yeah, they're yes, and they're having smart at bats. As that'll be high for a ball. No, they're really. This is the best version we've seen of the Dutch team so far in this tournament. They're looking very impressive so far today.
Yeah, because to lock this Italy, you need to make a hard job.
As that swung through for strike 2. And that'll be strike 3 on a curveball to make that out number 1 and keep the runner to the second and third as number 14, Ryan Dix, the catcher, will come up to hit here. Again, the infield for Team Italy now playing in, as they will want to keep the run from scoring if they can. As that's a good changeup to get him off balance for strike 1. Well, we knew this inning could break things open as it was 0 outs with the bases loaded, but Italy can figure a way out of this. The damage won't be too bad.
Also, good pitching by Pucci, too.
And that'll be dribbled to the third base line. Nice play by the coach for strike 2. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Pucci, and that's going to be a ground ball over the first baseman's head, and that'll score 2. So that's a 2 RBI single for Ryan Dix as he hits a high chopper over the first baseman's head into right field, and that'll make that an 8-1 ball game now.
Yeah, now they're a comfortable lead.
A more comfortable lead. They're coasting a little bit. If Stan Buma keeps throwing the ball like he has all game, it's going to be a tough finish for Team Italy. As Yels Weaver will step in to bat here with 1 out and a runner on first. As that's in for strike 1. A back pick to first base. He'll get back in time. Again, Yels Weaver playing a great game in center field so far. Has made a couple good catches on defense today.
You're right.
As that'll miss also low for ball 2. That's a line shot. Get past the shortstop. And a low line drive that the shortstop dove for will get by him. And that'll be another single. Nice hit by Yels Weaver to make it first and second with 1 out. As the great pitcher from today, Stan Buma, coming up to hit now. That'll miss for ball 1. As Team Italy will call a timeout and possibly make a pitching change here. And if you are just joining us, this has been a very impressive day for the Dutch team. Again, Team Italy, really an impressive win yesterday versus Team Germany. As we will take a quick break, and I'll continue on that after. Dan Buma.
Yes, Stan Buma at the bat. To be safe, I think they need the Buma now.
Exactly. Well, his last at bat, he was able to help his own cause by hitting one back up the middle, and I believe that scored an RBI. So let's see if he can do it again and add to this Dutch lead. And that'll be strike two.
It's not. We don't want to support Netherlands, but as a commentator, we really want to make a Buma home run. We really want this one. We're sorry, guys, but we need to be honest sometimes with you.
And that'll be strike three in the dirt. And then, so there was some confusion there. That was strike three in the dirt. First base was occupied, and both runners took off for a steal.
Yeah. Shortstop of Italy, he have his two hands on his head. Like,
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, if the catcher just would have thrown down to third and tried to take the steal for the out, that would have been out number three, but threw it a little late to third, and they didn't quite get the tag down, so it'd be a strikeout, but a double steal there as Philip Soy, the left fielder, steps up to bat. And that's popped up high to the pitcher, but okay. As
it popped thing again between the shortstop and his pitcher. And now he's.
Yeah, unfortunately, there for Gabriel Pucci, he decided not to pursue the fly ball, and the shortstop Carlo Giovanni Pizzulo was blocked by the runner there. Couldn't run into him, so neither one of them able to make the catch. And we'll have another first and third situation with two outs. And this will be a 9-1 ball game. That'll be in for strike one to Riley Van Denbroek, the first baseman. That's wow, good play by the catcher there to keep that. But Philip Sui will advance to second base. And that'll be another strike to make it a 1-2 count. All right, Team Italy trying to get out of this here. That'll miss. Now, once again, uncharacteristically, the Italian lineup haven't been able to put runs on the board, and then now we're starting to see some defensive mistakes here and there. See if they can try to bounce back here, as that's a good curveball for strike three, and that'll be the end of the inning. So 9-1 Netherlands now at the end of the top of the fourth, as the Italians will try to regroup here and get back in this ball game.
back now. And now on the bat, the Italians. Number 4, Tiziano De Cesaris. And Stan Buma still make a lot of wonderful pitch today. Probably will. They'll lead also because they have a good pitcher today.
Yeah, Stan Buma is pitching a great match right now. Again, he's been the only pitcher of this tournament so far that's kind of silenced the bat of the Italian teams. As it'll be a new hitter up to the plate right now, number 4. Wait, Tiziano De Cesaris. That'll be popped up. The catcher gets a good play on it. Oh, and a diving try. Good effort there, but not able to make the catch from the catcher, Ryan Dix, as he'll get up. Looks like he'll be okay, getting some props from his teammates. Very good effort, just out of the reach of his glove.
So bad if he didn't catch this one because he made a great effort.
Would have added to the many highlights that we've had of this tournament.
So yeah.
We have a 1-2 count. Oh, and a hard hit ball down the third base line. There'll be a foul.
He made jumpies on that catch.
Almost taking out the coach, though. I'm sure if you hit the coach, you might have to run some sprints after the game.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 1-2 pitch incoming from Buma. That'll be a great curveball for strike 3, and Puma continues his dominance on the mound here. As it done.
Look who's at the bat.
Our flying Italian.
Oh, yeah.
And a center fielder, Marco Guesti, up to the plate. That'll be in for strike 1. Swing and a foul ball for strike 2. And that's going to be popped high to the left center field. And that's going to get down. And that's going to be a stand-up double for the flying Italian, Marco Guesti. Getting something started for this Italian lineup. Again, that's what's so dangerous about the Italian team. He's their 9-hitter, but able to hit a great deep ball into left center for a stand-up double.
10 now, Giovanni Peolo. Almost make a run in the second inning. That's being out at the third base. apologize if you heard more weird than me. It's just my microphone is just more closer to the fans and the drums.
And we
than
can say,
Will.
yeah, we could say we're closer too to the Dutch fans. And my goodness, they have been very high energy this whole game.
Because we have some feedbacks from you fans say you heard more Will than me. But you're lucky because Will is doing very great.
Also, I'm a coach now, so I'm just naturally louder, I guess.
Also,
I scream a lot.
But I try because I knew now it's very loud here, and I know you speak loud too. So I need to put myself to the same level as you.
There you go.
To make this gap between two.
We'll have a 2-0 count, 1 out. Runner on second after the nice double. Off the plate. So that'll be a walk. So after a leadoff strikeout for Stan Buma, he'll give up a double and now a walk. As the second hitter, Alessandro Mediel Babiera, will come up to the plate, and the Dutch coach will call time and have a quick meeting with Stan Buma. And Stan Buma looks like he'll come out of this ball game, but absolutely bravo to him.
What a game for him. Even the Italian coach clap his hand. See some respect and fair play here. I think that's the most important thing.
Exactly. I mean, to hold this Italian lineup to only 1 run in 4 innings, it's very tough, very impressive. And yeah, I think even the Italian coaches are very impressed by this. So great moment to see that.
We're back here and we have a new pitcher for the Dutch. His name is Lucas Mathieu Benjamin Ban.
What a name. Gotta love it. Stepping up on the mound. I'll be in for strike one. Hitting number 22, Alessandro Mediel Babiera for the Italian team. Trying to spark a little rally here. Get back in this ball game, down 9-1 to the Dutch team. And that's a curveball as a ground ball to Javier Chance, and they'll get the out at second. So softly hit ground ball to Javier Chance. We'll get the out at second for out number 2. And now we'll have a first and third situation. But again, another big hitter this tournament, number 18, Leonardo Pericino. Coming up to bat. And I usually say, you know, don't do too much, just do little things to get back in the game. But with this guy up, one swing of the bat could at least change things a little bit for this Italian team. So we'll see what he can do here and see if he can get into one. As Bond will take the sign and get set. And that's going to be grounded foul ball. Once again, a good play by the Italian coach on the foul ball there. The two of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup coming up now for the Italian team, as we said, Leonardo Pericino, and then on deck, Gabriel Pucci.
Pucci, yeah. The one and only Pucci.
So that's a fastball that'll miss. That's going to be a hard hit ball to second baseman. It's stopped and thrown to second. Oh, but doesn't make the play.
I think the player touched the ball. That's why.
That was a great play. Well, one run will score for Team Italy. Second baseman, the Schieros and Vliets, to make a stop on that hard hit ground ball. Tries to flip it over to Javier Chance. It's for the third out at second, but wasn't able to get it. So Gabriel Pucci up to bat with 2 outs and a man on first and second. As again on the mound, Lucas Mathieu Benjamin Bond for the Netherlands. That's a fastball that's taken strike one. That's a hard hit ball down the third base line. That will be foul. So we have an 0-2 count to Gabriel Pucci. This will be a big out here if Bond can get Pucci out with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the pitch, and that'll be low, and that'll get by the catcher. He wasn't sure where he was at.
Yeah, they go.
He was under the feet of the umpire, and so that will advance both runners to second and third.
After this game, you have Czech Republic versus Germany. And Another game for the final.
Oh, miss high. Yeah, Czech Republic versus Germany will definitely be a very interesting game to see. As Germany with a tough loss yesterday, and the Czech team, once again, like I said, beating the Dutch team 18-8 in yesterday's ball game.
It's going to be an interesting game here.
That's going to be to the third baseman as he throws across the diamond for out number 3. A big out there, getting Pucci on the ground ball to third base. Good play by the third baseman, Marcelo Montenegro. And Italy only able to add 1 run. So it'll be 9-2 at the end of the fourth.
So good here, even the music are Italians.
All right, we got the leadoff, Marcelo Montenegro coming up for Team Netherlands in the top of the fifth. That'll be high for ball 1.
How Netherlands need to secure this win, Will?
You know, it's almost the same as when you're down. Just relax, take it one pitch at a time, one inning at a time. Especially when we get a lead on my team, I just try to tell the guys, hey, let's win every inning. Win every inning. If you start thinking too far ahead, maybe you'll get a little unfocused. So, again, if you can just win every inning, go one pitch at a time, you know, that's the best thing you can do. As that's going to be a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Oh, had it in his glove, but on the transfer, dropped the ball, and that'll result in Marcelo Montenegro being on first base to start off this inning. As number 22, second baseman Dichero Zenblitz will come up to hit. I think that's been a little bit of the difference today as well. Obviously, we got a great pitching performance from Stan Buma, but the defense of the Netherlands has just been so good today.
Oh, yeah.
And the Italian team has just had a couple mental mistakes in the field and made some errors, which also has made a big difference.
believe yesterday Czech Republic put 18-8 to Holland?
Yeah, that's I think also a sign of how strong this Czech team is, winning that game 18-8. You know, we'll see what they do against Team Germany today, another very strong team. But yeah, the Czech team is just, they were very, very impressive yesterday. And that'll be a ball. And that'll get past the catcher, and that'll advance Montenegro to second base. Yeah, the Czech team is just so focused. It's, you know, I had a coach when I used to play where when we would go play in tournaments and everything, so that's going to be a strike. We're going to make it 3-1. He said, you know, we're here for a business trip, boys. This is a business trip, and that's what it seems to be for the Czech team, a business trip.
Kobe say, job's done? No? Like Kobe, you know, remember? The press conference?
Yeah.
They say, job's done? Just
Yeah,
finished?
exactly.
No.
The job's not finished, as that'll be a ball for ball 4. And it'll be on, so that'll be first and second for Javier Chance. 0 for 2, Javier Chance today with a walk, as he struck out the first at bat, hard hit line drive that was caught for his second at bat, and the third at bat, he took a walk. So now 2 runners on, 0 outs, as the Italian coach will call time and take a break here to talk to Gabriel Pucci. But
And we back here on Chance Javier. The game changing from Indians at the bats.
number 2, Kevin Wong coming in to pitch for Team Italy. He was very fun to watch in this tournament, very high energy on the mound, great competitor as he goes up against the hard-hitting Javier Chance here.
I think we have
That's a curveball.
A new nickname for the Dutch is now the Focus Dutch because
The focus.
Yeah, focus.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're so serious today in this play.
Yes, they're, well, of course, it's fun to have a good time, dance on the bases in your first 2 wins, as that will be fouled off. But yes, they have a much more serious demeanor here today. Very focused, you can see it in their eyes. And you gotta love it. As Javier Chance will step back in. As again, Kevin Wong on the mound for Team Italy. That's another curveball that's hit deep to left field. And that will be A ground rule double. 2 bases and 1 run will score. As it was a hanging curveball on the inside that Javier Chance just threw his hands at and was able to get over the left fielder's head, bounce, and over the fence for a ground rule double. So an RBI double for Javier Chance, as I'm sure he's very happy to get that hit today and start back up his hot streak that he had his first 3 games of this tournament.
Now it's 10-2. Have a gap between these both teams.
0 out, runner on second and third, top of the 5th. That's another curveball for a strike from Kevin Wong. So I will just note, if the Netherlands do score these 2 runs and make it 12-2, and then Italy does not score in the bottom of the 5th, the 10-run rule will take effect. But we'll see what happens here, as that's a fastball missed high. I mean, I'll be completely honest. Kevin Wong, when he pitches out there, he's a smaller guy. My goodness, he has the demeanor of a professional pitcher out there. I mean, just the determination you see on his face, the energy he has. He's fun to watch with that curveball coming in. I mean, the way he carries himself, he just looks like a professional out there. I've really enjoyed watching Kevin Wong on the mound when he comes in.
I agree with you, Will.
And that'll be past the catcher. And yes, the Shadows and Blitz will be in there to make this game 11-2. As they'll make a change, as number 24 will come into left field, Thomas Chinello. As that'll be fouled off. Again, number 24, Thomas Chinello, coming in to left field for Team Italy.
Here, Valenciennes.
That's a big curveball for strike 3, and they'll be tagged out. Oh, with a back pick to third, getting Javier Chance. And we'll be at a pickle here. Oh, and Javier Chance will score.
Amazing play.
Oh, my goodness. So that was strike 3 in the dirt. They tagged the batter out, and Javier Chance got too far off the base, so it was a great throw by the catcher to catch Javier Chance in what we call a pickle when he's caught in between the 2 bases. And sadly, though, the Team Italy couldn't take advantage of it, as Javier Chance will then score to make this 12-2.
Amazing play.
Yeah. Javier Chance too fast on that one, so number 14, Ryan Dix, the catcher, will come up for Team Netherlands. As Kevin Wong.
Too fast and too smart, too.
Well, it's tough base run. Again, that was a great throw by the catcher to backpick him, but I mean, the pickle, that's a tough play in the game of baseball. You just kind of got to keep going until
maybe
the...
not too smart, I agree, but maybe more smart than the others.
Exactly, yes. But, yeah, you just kind of got to keep him in the pickle until he gets tired out and you can make the tag. But fortunately, wasn't able to do that, as Ryan Dix will step back in the box with a 1-1 count. And that curveball will hit him. So that will be a runner on first.
Yeah, maybe we have a new time for the beginning of the next game between Czech Republic and Germany. We'll let us know ASAP. But yeah, same, because normally it's starting less than 30 minutes, so we'll let you know here, and you have a notification will pop on the screen on fun when the game starts. Don't worry for this.
As Yale Zwiebe will step into the box. That's a strike on the inside corner. Ryan Dix being aggressive over there on first base, so getting the attention of the Italian catcher. Big curveball will get him to swing for strike 2. Oh, and that will be strike 3, actually. Okay. So we'll have 2 outs. As number 17 will come up to hit for Team Netherlands. That'll be Lucas Matthew Benjamin Bond, the pitcher. I think that's got to be one of my favorite names to say now in this tournament.
You mean Lucas Ban? Yeah. Lucas Matthew Benjamin Ban.
Yeah. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
We've been talking about Boomer. If you want to make a home run, but Ban is good too.
As he'll swing through for that one again. Yeah, again, Kevin Wong keeps the hitters off balance well. He's got a big loopy curveball that is a pretty solid pitch there. And again, a good fastball.
Also, we need to shut out the good work that the pitcher made also.
And that's going to be a chop to the second baseman for just a bloop hit over the second baseman's head. As you can see, not the most ideal swing, but pops it up. That's enough to get over the second baseman's head into center field for a single. As we have Philip Sui coming up to bat here. And there's that curveball, but it's taken back up the middle by Sui. They're going to hold the runner at third. And so now we'll have bases loaded, 2 outs for the number 9 hitter, Riley Van Den Broek, the first baseman. Good piece of hitting there by Philip Soy, taking that hanging curveball back up the middle. Big curveball taken for a ball. Riley Van Den Broek, the 9 hitter, but has proven in this tournament that he is very much a reliable hitter as the bases are loaded with 2 outs. That'll miss high. Ball 3 will be low and inside. Fastball, 3-0 swinging, going to the second baseman, and that'll be out. Number 3. Good play by the second baseman there. So it'll be 12-2. Going in the bottom of the 5th, the Italian team is in danger of the run rule taking effect 10 after 5. So if they do not score, this game will be over. All right, number 24 coming up for Team Italy here. As that'll be Thomas Cinello, who came in at left field last inning. And still pitching Lucas Matthew Benjamin Braun. And again, seemed very relaxed on the mound as again, the music playing was dancing on the mound a little bit. So he's feeling the confidence. As that'll be a strike to make it a 1-1 count. Like a curveball gets away from him for ball 2. And that'll miss for ball 3. And just a quick update from today, the Austrian team beat Great Britain 11-8. The French beat Lithuania 19-0. And now we have Netherlands, Italy at 12-2 in the bottom of the 5th. And after that, the Germany team will play the Czech Republic in our final game of the day. As that'll be ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk for Thomas Cinello. As number 3 will come up, new batter for Italy. As that'll be Gabriele Corsi. As we'll take a quick break as they'll talk to their pitcher. I think they understand that possibly they'll have the run rule effect if they get these last 3 outs. So, it'd be obviously the preferable way to end the game. Instead of having to go against this Italian lineup for another time next inning. As Gabriele Corsi will step in the box for his first at-bat of the day. That'll be in for strike 1. And that'll be a high chopper to first base. And he will get him on the tag for out number 1. Tough play for first baseman Van Den Broek. Took the high chopper and had to tag the speedy Gabriele Corsi, but able to tag him just before he touches the base for out number 1, and the runner will advance to second base. So it'll be 1 out, runner on second for Team Italy as number 15 comes up to bat, Alessandro De Pelca. And that'll be a ground ball to the second baseman that gets by him there on an error. So unfortunate play there as he had the ball in front, but takes a hop and tips off his glove. So unlikely error. Again, we've seen some great defense from Team Netherlands today.
Yeah.
So that one.
First time we saw this team.
Yeah.
Very powerful in defense on team. That's why today we have a so big gap between these two teams.
Yeah. So that'll make it first and third, 1 out. As number 11 now comes in for Team Italy, Ryan Daniel Echeverria Fernandez. That's a fastball for strike 1. swung on for strike 2. And a shot to Javier Chance, who bobbles the ball. And that'll be another error, the second error of this inning. That'll score a run to make it 12-3. That'll be first and second with 1 out now. Again, 2 tough errors for the shortstop and second baseman for the Dutch team. As now we'll have 1 outs again, first and second, and the center fielder Marco Aguisti will come up to bat. His first at bat, very deep fly ball that was good catch by the center fielder of the Dutch, and his second at bat was a double, another one that was a well hit ball to the outfield over the head. Wow, another powerful hit for Marco.
Oh.
As that'll be a single. Wow. Very nice swing for a line drive between the third baseman and shortstop into left field. And that's his second hit of the ball game.
Sees Italy woke up in this game.
Yeah. Now again, seeing signs of life here from the bottom of the 5th. Trying to make a push for a comeback.
Yeah.
As the leadoff hitter, Carlo Giovanni Pizzulo, will come up to hit. Is that the fastball for strike 1?
Giovanni Piolo at the bat now. Very good at the bat, this player.
As that'll get past the catcher, and this is going to score another one.
Wow.
Number 15, Alessandro DePelka, scoring on that one to make this a 12-4 ball game, and now we'll have second and third, 1 out. Good to see some pushback from this Italian team after a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
Now is finally starting to get a little rally here in the bottom of the 5th.
An advice for the Dutch, don't sleep over the Italians.
Exactly. Can't sleep on this lineup. And also we have the leadoff hitter here hitting with 1 out. Oh, a high fastball swung through for the second strike. Fastball fouled off.
So what's possible for the catcher to catch this one?
That was fouled straight back. No chance for the catcher there.
Okay, trust you.
There's a fastball blown by him for strike 3 and the second out. The second baseman, Alessandro Miguel Barbiera, will come up to hits. 2 outs now, trying to stop this Italian rally. The man on second and third. Pitch at the fastball fouled away for strike 1. now back again for strike 2. To count to Barbieri. And high fastball doesn't get him chasing. Pitch. That's going to be blooped over the head of the second baseman. And that looks like it's going to score 2. So that'll score 2 and make this a 12-6 ball game. Great hit by Alessandro Miguel Barbieri for a 2 RBI single with 2 outs. As number 18, Leonardo Pericino, will come up to hit. This 10-run lead has gone down to 6 now, as Italy making a late push for a comeback in this ball game.
Yeah. The first game.
And that's a and that'll get by the first baseman. And that'll be extra bases here, and they're gonna send the runner on the relay throw. They're throwing it to third. Oh, and they get him! Oh no! They say safe.
Incredible energy here.
Wow, what a turn of events.
The Italians.
So number 18, Leonardo Pericino, hits one down the right field line, and the runner who was on first, Barbieri, goes all the way home to score, and the relay throw, instead of throwing home, they threw to third base to try to get Pericino. And it was a close play, but they called him safe. And now it'll be a 12-7 ball game. What a great decision, though, by Berchero Zemblit to throw that ball to third base instead of home. Much closer play.
Be careful, Dutch. Italians are back.
And now again we got Gabriel Pucci up to bat. That's a hard hit, foul ball down third base line, almost hitting his coach again. And wow, what a turn of events. In danger of getting 10 runs, and now it's a 12-7 ball game in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. As this is the Italian lineup we've been waiting to see all day.
Oh, yeah.
Swung on for strike number 2. As Bond takes the sign. And will come set for the 0-2 pitch. That's a fastball to Chance, who will also bobble it again. And he'll be safe at first. And that'll score the runner to make this ball game 12-8 now. A routine play for the shortstop. Once again bobbled and too late with the throw to first base, as Gabriel Pucci will get on.
They are so good to manage under pressure, Italians. First day against they won here against the France in France. Now they feel no one was trusting them. They go back from a 12-2. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. It was 12-2.
It was 12-2, and now it's 12-8. Amazing comeback, amazing. As number 24 will come up, Thomas Chinello. Trying to add to this comeback, runner on first, 2 outs. And that's a beautiful line drive over the head of Chance, and we'll get into left field. And Pucci will decide not to advance to third. So great hits by Thomas Chinello to keep this rally going. And number 3, Gabriel Corsi will come back up to bat after grounding out his first at bat this inning.
Atmosphere in Valenciennes.
Italy is pumped up right now, and you can't blame them after this type of comeback. And that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, and he'll just step on the base for out number 3. So what an inning for Team Italy as they finally make a push here, down 12-2. Now we'll make it 12-8 as we go into the final inning. It should be an exciting one.
Back in this exciting game, 6th inning today. But we don't have a lot of games that go to 6th innings.
No, haven't had a lot of 6-inning games, but today again had an exciting one. Austria, Great Britain, that came down to the last inning, and this one, what shaped up to be an easy win for the Netherlands, has now turned more difficult as Italy makes a push to make it 12-8. As number 11 going in to pitch for Team Italy, which will be Ryan Daniel Echeverria Fernandez.
Hope for them this game not turning it into a nightmare.
Well, it's tough for the Netherlands. Again, a mix of good hitting by Italy, but again, we saw about 3 errors that inning that were pretty costly, but still have a 4-run lead. Not to panic as they come up to bat, as that'll be the first strike of the at-bat there. As that's a high fly ball to center field.
Got it.
And no doubt, Marco Guisti makes the catch for out number 1. Number 22, Dicheros and Vliet. Coming up to hit for Team Netherlands. And strike down the middle. Wow, number 11. Ryan Daniel Echeverria Fernandez, hard throwing right-hander. As that'll miss, looks like it off the plate. That'll be a little low for ball 2. Strike 2. 2-2 count. If the Dutch do go scoreless in this last inning here in the 6th, that will be dangerous for them as the Italians just seem to have found their bats here. And that's a nice off-speed pitch that'll just miss low. As that'll be ball 4 low to be a walk. As Javier Chance will come up to the bats. The home run leader in this tournament with 6. He has a strikeout, a lineout, a walk, and a ground rule double here today. As that's a fastball taken for strike 1.
I think that team would like to be carried by Hermot and Javier.
Yes, this would be quite the moment here. Obviously, could use that home run power here, but we'll see what happens. So here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a hard hit ball that gets past the third baseman Pucci, and that'll be a stand-up double. So 2 doubles here today, and moving the hips there, moving back to the dancing Dutch for Javier Chance, which will be 1 out and put runners on 2nd and 3rd. As number 11 for the Dutch team comes up, Andrew Jerome Renz. That's strike 1. That will be missed for strike 2. 0-2 count to Andrew Jerome Renz. Miss for ball 1. Close pitch. And he checks swing. Did he go? No, they say. Well, that'll be ball 2. Ball 3. full count now. And that will be strike 3 for the second out of this inning. As number 14, the catcher Ryan Dix, comes up to bat. A big moment here, as if you can knock in these 2 runs and give yourself more of a cushion for that last inning. It'll definitely help to make it 6 runs instead of 4. This will be very important at bat.
Well, do you think the thing of Buma left the game change something?
It's going to be in the dirt. Well, Buma pitched an amazing game. Yeah, I mean, to hold the Italian lineup to only 1 run, pretty incredible. You know, Italy just found their bats. Lucas Matthew Benjamin Bond has still pitched a good game. Just been a little more difficult, as the Italian team will call time. But again, we do have to mention how good of a match that Stan Buma pitched.
Oh yeah.
4 innings, only 1 run given up to this Italian lineup. So Italy have an important conversation on the mound. This would be huge if they could get this last out and keep the distance at only 4 runs at bats they'll have in the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Dix steps in, and that'll get past the catcher, and that'll score 1. And that'll be an important run for Team Netherlands, as a ball in the dirt makes it 13-8. Dix trying to add to that lead now. And that'll be fouled off.
How many runs have made? Just zeros on the blades. 1, 2, 3, 4 runs.
He's a the Shadows and Bleeds is just a runner, or sorry, a player that can just get on base constantly, and that's such an important player to have. He does, you know, you don't have to always be a power guy. Just a guy that finds his way on base and scores runs. That'll be popped up out of foul territory. Keep this at a full count. That'll be ball 4, and also get by the catcher, and that'll be another run for the Dutch team to make it 14-8. Such an important run to get. Yes, to add on these extra 2 for a 6-run lead. So 2 outs. The Italian team will try to get out of this as Yels Weaver comes back up to bat. And That'll be taken for a ball. I'll get past the catcher again to advance Ryan Dix to second base.
See the gap of 6 points between these two teams. And seems nothing's played already.
That'll miss outside for a 3-0 count. And that'll get him for strike one. And ball 4. And again, we'll get away from the catcher to advance the runner to third base. So now we'll have first and third, 2 outs. The pitcher, Lucas Matthew Benjamin Bond, will come up to hit. And it looks like the Italian team is going to switch some things around as Pucci will come in to be the catcher. And we'll let you know all the changes as we come back from the break.
And we're back here, top of the 6th.
Yes, so a lot of defensive changes being made by Team Italy. Gabriel Pucci will go to catcher. The pitcher will now be who was playing center field, Marco Guisti. And the previous pitcher, number 11, Ryan Daniel Echeverria Fernandez, will go to third base. As again, hitting is Lucas Matthew Benjamin Bond.
I think we didn't saw Pucci as a catcher since the beginning of the summer.
Again, 2 outs, top of the 6th, 14-8 ball game. We had a 12-2 lead for Team Netherlands over Italy, and then in the top of the 5th, the Italians came back to make it a 12-8 ball game, and Netherlands have added 2 more on here to push it back to a 6-run lead, as we'll start out with a 3-0 count. Finally, we'll get a strike in there to make it a 3-1 count. And that'll be ball 4. So that'll load the bases for Philip Sui, left fielder, who had a very nice line drive his last at bat and tried to add to this Dutch lead before the Italian team will have their last chance at bat. As that'll be taken for strike 1. Once again, last game of the day, Czech Republic versus Team Germany, which will be a very fun one. One pitch. That'll be fouled off by Philip Soy. 1-2 count coming.
This ball touched the umpire just next to the catcher. That's why I come back.
Curveball miss, making this a 2-2 count. And a high fastball get by the catcher. He's going to try to score here, but he's going to be out at home. A late read on the ball past the catcher will result in Ryan Dix being thrown out of home, so stay 14-8. Last chance for the Italian team to come up to hit here. I wouldn't turn off the channel quite yet, as we could see some fireworks. The Italians found their bat in the top of the 5th, so we could see, or sorry, the bottom, that we could see some fireworks here in the last inning. So stay tuned, folks.
we're back here to the end of this super exciting game between Italy and Netherlands. Who's going to go to the finals? We will see in a short time.
So we'll go bottom of the sixth. Netherlands up 14-8. As number 15, Alessandro Dopeca is up to hits, and still on the mound, Lucas Matthew Benjamin Bond for Team Netherlands. As that's a high fly ball to left field, and that'll be two bases. Two bases. I'm not sure what the ruling is there, if it bounced
Italy say
before.
that's a run. It's an home run, they say.
I'll have to get the ruling here. I'm not sure if it bounced before and went over the fence or directly went over the fence.
All the other team make the home run sign on the dugouts.
As we're not sure. Well, I might have to get a question on what the ruling is on the field there, but usually if it was directly over the fence, you'd think it would be a home run.
Yeah.
But again,
Maybe
not sure if it hit the ground
this one,
first.
yeah.
I think the umpire is saying that it hit the ground first, but now he's going to get a second opinion whether it went over the fence or hit the ground first and then hopped over the fence.
I don't know about your way, but I don't know where this ball hit the ground first.
Okay. I'm not sure either, but they are going to say it's only two bases. So from our angle, maybe it was tough to see, and it would hit the ground first and then popped over the fence. So that will be a ground rule double. And now we'll have the next batter. It'll be number 11, Ryan Daniel Echeverria Fernandez. Low for ball two. And it gets past the catcher, but the runner will not advance. That one will get past the catcher again, and now the runner will advance to third base, and we'll have a 3-0 count. And the Netherlands coach will call time to talk to his pitcher. Oh, no, he's talking to... I will talk to his pitcher here. As he will make a pitching change. Looks like we'll see number 3 come in to pitch, and that will be...
Please make Lucas Delmar.
Okay. So we'll take a quick break here, folks. It's 3-0 count, 0 outs, runner on second, 14-8 Team Netherlands. Excuse me, runner on third as he advanced to third base on the pass ball. Runner on third.
new pitcher. His name is.
And that's a pass ball. This might score another. And yes, it will. As it'll now be 14-9.
New pitcher. Tish Bake, Luca Denamar. Netherlands.
All right, so that will bring up the center fielder and now pitcher for Team Italy, Marco Guesti. So 0 outs, good starts for Team Italy. Got to make a last push in the bottom of the 6th here. That will be a ball. Number 9 hitter, but has had a very good day hitting the ball with 2 hits today. As that'll be a strike. There's a fastball swung through for strike 2. As he gets him for strike 3 for the first out of this inning. That's a big out there for Team Netherlands to try to finish this game as the leadoff, Carlos Giovanni Pizzulo, will come up to hits. Curveball in for a strike.
Nice pitch. That's a big.
He comes with a fastball. It's a high pop fly, but that's going to be out of play.
That's a big battle here. We are almost at 3 hours of game.
I didn't even notice. I was having so much fun. And that'll be an 0-2 count with 1 out with a runner on first. Again, Team Netherlands trying to close out this impressive victory over Team Netherlands. Or sorry, Team Netherlands over Team Italy. My goodness.
We would like to make a huge round of applause for these players.
And that will not be a strike, as that will be taken high for ball 1.
Because even if the place is 3 hours more, we have a heat wave here.
Yes, it is a hot one today.
Yeah.
I need to. So again, yes, the Netherlands trying to close out Team Italy here. And that'll be strike 3. 2 big strikeouts. That'll be 2 outs now for Team Italy. As they're really got to try to capitalize here. As Alessandro Miguel Babiera coming up the hits. Very impressive by the pitcher Del Mar with 2 strikeouts.
What a start.
And with a beautiful curveball again for strike 1. He's what you would call crafty, with a very beautiful fastball, curveball that just kind of hangs there and then takes a sharp drop. Good combination. Comes back with a fastball for a foul tip. And the Dutch crowd can feel the victory here as they pick up the energy.
Oh, yeah.
2 outs, 2 strikes, trying to end this game.
It's feel good for the Dutch here.
There comes the pitch. And strike 3, that'll do it. The Netherlands beating Team Italy 14-9. What an impressive win. And they are going crazy on this field.
Under pressure, and what a win by the Dutch here. What a game too, Will. We need to say this because the Italians never give up.
After the win from Team Italy yesterday, it was hard to see them losing today. And after a tough loss yesterday for Team Dutch, It was pretty tough to see them taking down Team Italy, but that's exactly what they did. A great performance on the mound from Stan Buma. Overall, just an impressive performance from the whole team. Incredible, but bravo to both teams as Italy made a push for a comeback down 12-2 at one point, but losing this game 14-9. Bravo to both teams. What a game. And again, we have another impressive one coming up for you after this. The Czech team takes on Team Germany.
Netherlands are only one game away from being on the roof of Europe in this category, and hope they will do a great final. And yeah, like we'll say, it's going to be Germany or Czech Republic tomorrow against the Dutch. See you soon for the next game. Bye guys.